ball. Jump ball's about to lead off the game. Here we go. This is your guy ICG bringing you the latest from the Speedaway.
Let's do it. Just make sure the horn mic is turned up.
You good? And here we go. The game is about to start. Brandon Bob, the MC here. And here we go. The ball's dropped. Knocks it over to Green Bay. Or Notre Dame. Sorry, my mistake. Nate Herman is taking it over. Nate Herman is trying to find a spot. Chris Deere is reaching over for the ball. Oh, Nate Herman fakes and slides it in behind Cornell. Brett Harris hands it off to Luke Connolly, who's the forward. Brett Harris usually hangs out in the back of the court. Luke Connolly is the advanced man.
Shut up, Chris! You're wearing Notre Dame clubs!
Chris and Nate are blocking out Luke. Brett Harris is now coming to accompany his fellow teammate down the field. He's taking the ball. He's picking it over to Luke. Picking it over to Luke again. Oh, and he slides it in behind Nate. Stay back a little bit. Send it back behind Nate. Now Chris Deere is bringing the ball over there. And he's trying to get it in. And Brett and Luke are both looking at him, trying to figure it out. Chris Deere passes it off to Nate Herman, who brings it up on the side. Nate Herman, tries to slide it in, but Harris intercepts it, and now they bring it down the field. This is the first time Brett has ever come down the field, changing for this game because of the seriousness of it. Ben Collins just giving Brett a little bit of soccer updates. Brett passes it over to Luke Connolly as Brett heads back downfield. Luke Connolly is watching this. Nate Herman makes his go. Jokes about some other games here earlier today. Now Brett Harris is still trying to find a spot. Taking his time. Nice slow game. Cornell not being very physical here, whereas Notre Dame is being very quite physical. Brett Harris is trying to find a hole. Luke faking. And shoves Brett Harris out of the way. Brett Harris watching it. Chris Deere faking towards Brett Harris's block. Brett Harris still trying to look for a spot where he can put the ball. Oh, Chris Deere swipes. Brett Harris trying to speed things up a little bit. Trying to get in, and they're dancing around. Luke Connolly just watching, waiting to help Brett get in there. Notre Dame's defense is basically impeccable right now. Penetrable. Brett Harris is still trying to find a spot. Luke Connolly watching from the back. Back left side, Brett Harris. Oh, Brett Harris goes for it. They're blocked by Nate Herman. Brett Harris pulls away with the ball still. The score is 2-1. Or 1-1. Cornell. Sorry, a little mess up on the scoreboard there. But now Brett Harris hands the ball off to Luke Connolly. Luke Connolly is finding for a spot with just a little bit above 5 minutes left in the first half. This is a slow game, ladies and gentlemen. Luke passes over to Brett. Brett moving. Trying to find a way in. Sliding in between Chris and Nate. Trying to create a hole. Luke's talking a little. Luke's talking some fake passes over to Luke. Luke's now repositioned himself. Brett Harris is sitting there. Nobody has scored for a solid 3 minutes. Brett fakes to Luke. Luke passes to Luke. Luke moves forward and tries to put it in, but the goal is blocked by Nate Herman. That was in. Point, Cornell. Notice 2-1 with Cornell in the lead, but only by 1 point. Now 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Chris Deere and Nate Herman playing a lot more physical. Now the ball goes to Cornell. Cornell feeling good about that blocking there. Playing some really good defense, but their offense needs to step it up a little bit time-wise. Brett Harris trying to find a spot. All right. Brett Harris trying to find a spot. Brett Harris looking forward to trying to find a hole, puts his butt in there, trying to maneuver the two out of the way. Luke Connolly watching from afar. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. They pass it off. Luke Connolly trying to find a hole. The teamwork. Oh, and he puts it in, but was that in? Oh, jump ball. No point. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Another jump ball. Brett Harris signs it over to him. Fans now cheering for him. Oh, Cornell scores! 3 minutes left, and it is 3-1. Cornell in the lead. Notre Dame slides it in behind Cornell's legs. Now the game is starting to speed up a little bit. Knock on wood. Luke Connolly and Brett Harris talking a little strategy back there. Luke Connolly bring it up. Pass over to Brett Harris. Luke leaning in there, trying to knock Chris out of play, but Chris, you can see their legs shaking. The intensity of holding that position is quite a lot for this long period of time. Brett Harris puts it in, and that is a point. Now it is 4-2 with Cornell in the lead. Notre Dame looking in there, trying to get rough. Pushing in there, forcing their win, moving Brett Harris out of the way. No point. And jump ball there was wrapped in the legs of the players. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. And we calling a timeout for the officials. We're revising the last goal to see if that was indeed a point scored. And that was indeed a point for Notre Dame after the instant replay. Hope you overheard the little conversation between them. It is 4-3 after the revised pointage there. Cornell and Notre Dame. 4-3, the last one went in. Luke Connolly a little surprised by that call, but that is A-OK because now the clock is set back to 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Luke Connolly arguing. But you all saw that. You all saw it, and it went in and then went back in. Neither of them noticed. Everybody's debating.
He said jump ball when after I let go. He said jump ball significantly. It's a jump ball. It's a jump ball right now.
Now it is jump ball.
So did that point score? If that last one, if they scored this, then yeah, either they scored it or
now the ball goes to Cornell. After a little debate over the rules there. Connolly looking a little mad. Brett Harris bringing it down the court. Trying to find a spot back there. Fans cheering a little bit for the Irish. Brett Harris is trying to find a spot. Luke Connolly is talking the strategy behind him. 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the first half. Brett Harris is trying to find a spot. This is possibly the most low-scoring game we've seen here at Speedaway. Interesting because it is the Final Four, but it seems that Cornell seems to be playing a strategy of waiting and finding spots to put it in. Maybe it'll speed up in the second half if they realize that the score is just a little too close for them right now. Nate Herman takes it. Brings it back. Brett Harris and Luke Connolly are starting to work the defense. Nate Herman is going in, thrusting very hard, and Harris is in the box, reset. Chris Deere taking the ball. Nate Herman reaching for the ball. Chris Deere fakes. Brett moves. Chris Deere getting ready. Chris Deere getting in there. He's jumping over. Faking to him. Faking to him. The Harris trying to block off. Oh, Nate Herman slides it in for a point for Notre Dame. The score is now tied 4-4. Just 45 seconds left in the first half. The This game is a very close game. Brett Harris is debating with people on the outside.
I legitimately don't think that was it.
Christie reaches for the ball, though. Brett Harris is talking to people on the outside. Brett Harris is now trying to find a spot. 25 seconds left in the first half. Hands it off to Luke Connolly. Luke Connolly is trying to even up the score. Seconds left in the first half. Luke Connolly is trying to score just before the game is over. Luke Connolly trying to find a spot. He reaches for the spot. Nate Herman seems to have it blocked. And that is the end of the half. It is 4-3. Cornell's favor.
It was close. We're going to do a jump baller.
Yeah, jump ball we kind of was. It's not like anyone can score.
Catch it!
game is about to restart. The players are called to the middle for the jump ball. Oh, and the jump ball goes over to Notre Dame. Hopefully it will speed up this half. Reset. Luke Connolly standing right in the middle of the box. Nate Herman trying to find a spot. Nate Herman trying to find a hole. He's moving around. Chris Deere is creating one for him on the other side, but Brett Harris is not able to cover it. And Luke Connolly is still trying to block out Nate Herman. But Chris Deere is shoving Brett Harris in that way. There's a hole in the legs, but Nate Herman doesn't seem to be seeing it. The chest pass over to Chris Deere, but no, Nate Herman has to reset. Oh, Nate Herman slides it in. Now the score is tied 4-4. Luke Connolly advances down. Oh, slides it in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is speeding up. Now Nate Herman is trying to speed up. Red ball. Now it's 5-4 in Cornell's favor.
Wait, I thought they were the Rams.
No, that's the Ivy League Cornell. That's where they're going.
Yeah, Luke Connolly is trying to find a hole. He passes it over to Brett Harris. Brett Harris is trying to find a hole. Conversing with the people on the outside. And Brett fakes pass to Luke. Luke now takes the ball from Brett.
I played with you last year, Brett.
Luke Connolly sitting there trying to find a hole. Luke Connolly trying to find a spot. Chris Deere catches it.
He is his own rat.
And the jump ball goes over to Brett Harris. Brett Harris has the ball. Walking over, Nate Herman is tickling Brett Harris. Mitchell Hayes didn't seem to see that. Luke Connolly is trying for the ball. Trying to block out Chris Deere. Brett Harris is trying to maneuver, but the game is slowing down. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Second half, sorry, my mistake. Luke Connolly trying to find a spot to put it in. And trying to find the hole. He's faking again. Oh, Nate Herman grabs the ball from him, strips over there, and misses the goal to Luke. And there's a point for Cornell. And Chris Deere grabs the ball. Picks it up off the ground. And it's 6-4. With 5 minutes and 10 seconds left of the game. Chris Deere is trying to find a spot. Looking very much like he's playing rugby, which is basically our Chris Works. Oh, Chris slides it in behind the red button. Now it is 6-5 with 5 minutes left. And Cornell comes to timeout. Now here we go. Brett Harris has the ball. He's trying to find a spot. Luke Connolly's eyeing for a sweet spot. Apparently got something on his tongue. Chris Deere reaches for the ball. Nate Herman. Brett Harris slides out of there. Brett Harris is working on it. Slow game the way Cornell seems to be playing this game. Using their strategy because they know that they don't have enough force to match Notre Dame's force. So they're using strategy. Brett Harris passes it over to Luke Connolly. Luke Connolly brings it in the back. Oh, Luke Connolly's trying to find a hole. Can't find one. Pass it back to Brett Harris. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. The winner of this game will be moving on to the National Speedaway Finals. Now Brett Harris is maneuvering. Bounces the ball over to Luke Connolly. Luke Connolly's spinning around.
Where do you want us to shoot?
They're arguing about stalling right now. Luke Connolly is getting down and trying to find a spot. And that is a point. 7-5 with Cornell in the lead. Nate Herman is trying to fit in there. And Brett Harris right now, no, he's not in the box anymore. But he is completely wide open right in between the legs. Nate Herman doesn't seem to see that. Oh, they slide in, but no point because it goes right past. Pass it up to Nate Herman, and Nate Herman slides it in. No point. No point. Luke Connolly grabs the ball. Passes it off and goes over there. And the ball's Luke Connolly's. Brett Harris recovers. Brett Harris recovers. Brett Harris moving in. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Well, Luke Connolly's trying to find a hole. And then Chris Deere reaches for the ball. Luke Connolly fakes passes back to Brett Harris. He's watching. He's trying to fit it in. He's trying to fit it in, but I don't know. Nate Herman stops it, and that is a jump ball called by the referee. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. He bounces. It goes between the players. Brett Harris recovers, set over to the wall. Brett Harris now takes his time walking back down the field. They will lead by 1 right now, but that isn't a whole lot because there is 2 minutes and 5 seconds left of the game, and anything could happen in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Brett Harris is trying to find a hole. Walking around. And there's a timeout called by Cornell. They have 1 timeout left and 2 minutes left in the game. Timeout is finished. The ball goes over to Cornell. Brett Harris now has the ball in his possession. Trying to find a spot with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the game. Brett Harris is watching this. 3-5 is very right in this game. Could go down to a shootout. Oh! Chris Deere is trying to shove his way in there. Nate Herman is sitting there trying to find a hole. Can't quite find one. Oh, Brett Harris is now on the ground and in the box. Reset. Notre Dame's ball. Oh, Cornell's ball. Interesting fact about this game. These 4 are the exact same players that were playing in this game last year, just in a different setup of teams. Cornell. Referee calls a timeout for Brett Harris' shoe to get tied. Notre Dame working on their strategies over by the goal. And the referee ends a timeout, and the game is going. Brett Harris is in for a spot. He's maneuvering around, trying to speed things up. And he's working around. Nate Herman is reaching for the ball. Chris Deere is getting real close in there. Chris Deere reaches between his legs, and oh, he has racked Brett Harris in the sack. Brett Harris is recovering from his sack tap. He looks like he might be okay. Brett Harris, Speedaway might need to work up for the final. But Brett Harris seems to be okay. And now Brett Harris regains the ball. And the game is continued. Brett Harris is taking the ball back. Oh, Chris Deere runs at him, trying to knock the ball out of his hands, trying to pressure him down to that end of the court. Brett Harris looks for a hole, and he slides it in. Oh, tries to slide it in. Chris Deere is now trying to stay out of the box. He passes back to Luke Connolly, who kicks it up to himself. Chris Deere stands up after falling off the ground. Luke Connolly passes it over to Chris. Chris Deere is putting on the pressure. Well, Brett Harris tries to get in there. Chris Deere is now falling all over the place. Things are getting very serious here in the last 30 seconds of the game. It is 8-6, and Notre Dame is down 2. Cornell is trying to score. Oh, now they did score. Nate Herman goes down there. He tries to find a spot. No, he scores again. 20 seconds left in the game. It is 9-7 in Cornell's favor. Notre Dame is still trying to regain the ball because they have 10 seconds left, and if they kick, they can get it. Brett Harris is just now basically trying to stall. Brett Harris is basically just trying to stall. He reaches in, tries to find a hole. 2. And that is game. Cornell goes home winning 9-7. We move on to the national finals.